Welcome back, everyone. Hot for teacher and trouble in paradise. Remember that song? Yes. I'm hot for teacher. Yeah. All right, that's what's on the hearts this morning and on the minds of some of our favorite viewers. Thanks to my fellow doctor of love, Chesley McNeil, we're going to solve these issues today, here and now. It's a Love Doctors. Sit back, relax, fasten your seatbelt. Chesley's back.
Yes.
You all right?
I'm doing good, doing good.
Good. We're going to dive right in, Chesley. Hot for teacher. What's this one about? Okay, dear Love Doctors, let me find it. I'm a single father of one looking to get back into dating. I've been attracted to my son's kindergarten teacher since the beginning of the school year, but her hand painted the picture that she has taken. Well, I pick up my son every day from school, every afternoon, and since we've come back from the holiday break, I've noticed the ring is no longer on her finger. How do I ask her if she's single without it being too awkward? And if she'll go out with me? Is it too soon? Sincerely, Daddy O'Dan.
Daddy O'Dan.
Take it, Chesley.
Yeah. How do you do it? You ask. You know, I have some friends who wear rings on their finger that they're not married because they don't want people to ask or even approach them. Do you have any friends like that?
No.
Really?
Women and men?
No, women.
Just women.
Yeah,
okay,
I know. They'll wear a ring on their finger. It's not really an
that's...
engagement ring or something like that. But they're wearing a ring on that particular finger so they're not approached or bothered, right? Because they don't want to be approached or bothered. So it could have been in her time or in that particular time, maybe she didn't want to be bothered. And so now he sees her without the ring. You just ask, hey, I noticed you had a ring.
And now you don't.
Did you happen to be taken?
Interesting.
It's just that simple.
Chesley, now I was going to give the absolute opposite answer because I was assuming, and we all know you shouldn't assume, that she was indeed married. So I was going to go, oh man, maybe give it a few months. But he's right. We have no idea. What if they weren't married and it was a promise ring?
Right.
Who knows? Right. But now that you put it in that perspective, which is why it's important that this guy's here, it's why he has thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers who just adore him, because now you flip my perspective.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. All she could say is, oh, yes, or I am still taking.
It should tell her two things. He's been watching her. Right?
Yeah.
Could be a little creepy, right?
Well,
right? Because the way because he noticed.
Right, he noticed.
And you want people to notice, that's number one.
Yeah.
But then the way he approaches her will tell whether he's a creep or not. And so being honest and straight up by saying, hey, I noticed you were wearing a ring when I first met you. You're not wearing it any longer. Are you? Yeah. I don't mean to be too forward.
Yeah, but
honesty is the best policy. I'm telling you.
Chesley, God, here I was going to say, sit and wait. Maria.
Okay. Yeah,
Maria usually agrees with me, but now if I agree with Chesley, then Maria's got to agree with Chesley. And this is a boring one. No, I'm kidding. Hey, we love it when we are on the same page with those things. So I say go for it, Daddy O'Dan.
That's right. Do it.
Yes.
But, don't be a creep.
Don't
be creepy.
Don't be Don't be all in. What do the young kids say? In her DM.
Yeah. Don't be like that.
Ask her in person.
Yeah.
In person.
Yes.
Love that. Okay, next up, Chesley. Here we go. Oh no, my husband and I are in our late 30s. We've been married for a long time, but we're still having trouble with an important issue in the home, grocery shopping. Now, I do all the grocery shopping I have for years. Every time I order, my husband I ask him what he wants. Nearly every single time he tells me he doesn't know, or maybe he tells me one thing. The issue is he often gets mad at what I end up buying to the point that he kind of yells at me. He says he's tired of getting groceries with nothing for him to eat. Now, I honestly feel bad about this because he is legitimately frustrated. From his point of view, by now I should know what to buy him. However, the types of food I can buy are fairly limited since, by the way, Chesley doesn't like much anyway. Now, I know the answer from most people is going to be just let him fend for himself, but I'm looking for a solution that is more of a compromise. I like that. Sincerely, Karen. And you know what? Sometimes we get some really deep and complicated issues, and this is just one of those that maybe isn't that deep, but it can drive a wedge in your marriage. Yeah. Some of these daily, happenings. Sure, so, Ches, what do you think?
Well, she said they've been married a long time.
Yeah.
So I understand the frustration. If you've been married that long, she should know him by now. To me.
Yeah, the audience is agreeing with you.
Okay, yeah, she should know him by now, at least, all right? And they're in their 30s. I don't know how long they've been married. But anyway, she should know at least what he munches on. Or that tells me you haven't really been paying attention to him. Or you like what you like, and that's it. So to me, they both should just go their own separate ways and shop for themselves if that's going to be a stickler to the marriage.
Right. If this is really truly a sticking point, and if you grocery shop once a week at least, that's a lot of time to be frustrated with someone. I'm going to take a different approach because sometimes Jim and I generally know what each other likes, but hey, what if I'm trying to do the keto diet? What if I'm craving soups all week? My point is, I say for a different reason, either make the list for your wife. Don't be lazy. She's not a mind reader, and don't get frustrated over this. Do your own shopping. You know what? Jim will shop sometimes for us. I shop. I love it. We both do it together. I don't always love what he buys for the family. Sometimes he gets some junk for the kids, but you know, at the end of the day, we're both doing it together. He needs to help you out rather than sit on the sidelines and pick on you.
Whoa! Now, okay, now if you're going to try a different diet, isn't there a conversation that should be had, or are you just going to go out and shop for it?
Oh, Lydia's saying we got to go, and we're still going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a conversation, but it sounds like at the end of the day, he's frustrated. He needs to tell her what he wants. And just be, and have it be truly a compromise. Go shopping on your own.
That's what I say. Go shopping for yourself.
We both agree with that, but for different reasons. Do you have a question for us? Maria, do you agree with me?
Of course she does.
Thank you, Maria.
Of course she does.
Okay, do me a favor. Scan the QR code. It's going to pop up on the right side of your screen and submit a Love Doctor dilemma. Chesley and I are going to be happy to try and solve that.
That's right.
That's right. And we'll keep it anonymous unless you want us to blast his name or her name.
Maria.
Thank you, Chesley.
Yeah.
And Maria.